Usually I don't review small pocket-sized lights on this channel. Most are pretty basic like these, which are essentially just small light panels and can't really be used for anything in a professional sense because you can't attach accessories to them. But the Zhiyun Molus X60 combo kit, well, it's a whole nother beast. And this is going to be the only time I say that name in this video because I don't want to embarrass myself by saying it wrong over and over again. So we're just going to refer to this product as the X60. The X60 RGB combo kit retails on Amazon for around £330, which might seem a little expensive at first, but there is a reason this product has a pretty much 5-star review on Amazon. This is a compact and versatile light that's designed to meet the demands of professional content creators. The X60 is a powerful 60-watt cob light that offers incredible brightness for the size. In this video, I'm taking a look at the full RGB combo kit. So taking a look inside this carry case, which you get included, you'll find the X60 RGB light itself, a reflector and diffusion dome, a grip battery for wireless connection, a USB-C charging cable, a DC power adapter and plug, a handy carrying pouch, and a user manual to guide you through the setup process. As you can see, this comes in a nice, neat little package, and if you're someone that likes to shoot outdoors, maybe you're a portrait photographer, videographer, whatever, this is a great option, and it's nice that it comes with a carry case, and you'd probably expect to for this price. I was also sent a softbox, and this isn't included in the package, but it is a fantastic accessory. Look how quick this attaches to the light. I mean, this is unreal. Most softboxes are really complicated to use, but this, you just pop it out, it's ready to go in a matter of seconds. So if you're thinking of getting this kit, consider the softbox as well. So taking a look at the build quality, the X60 is impressive. Even though it's compact, it feels robust and well made. The body is made of aluminium alloy, and this helps to improve the durability of the light while keeping the overall weight low, and it weighs around 320 grams. So putting this in your kit bag, it's going to make your life a lot easier compared to carrying around a great big light. As an example, I have this cob light from Waylight, and just look at the difference in terms of the carry case. Look at the size difference. I know which one I prefer to take around with me, and these are both 60-watt cob lights. I also love how this light doesn't look or feel like anything I've used before. It feels sort of high-tech, looks really interesting, doesn't feel like the standard sort of RGB light block that you get, or even other cob lights. This is a really unique product. If you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to pop it a like and subscribe, hit that bell icon as well, and you'll be notified about all of my future videos. Turning the light around, you'll notice that there is a fan on the back, and I know some of you are worried already, thinking, oh god, is this going to cause a lot of noise? Well, it can do, honestly. It can be quite loud, and especially if you're at like 100% brightness, but just so you know, I'm using the X60 right now for this video, and I'm only on 10% brightness. This is an insanely bright light. Just to make it even more obvious how bright this light is, I'm actually using an ND filter. So if I take the ND filter off, look how bright it actually is. So I'm only shooting at 800 ISO in my log profile, f1.8, 1/50. I have to use an ND filter with this light because it's just that bright, even on 10%. But yeah, the fan can be a little bit noisy, so if you're planning on putting the light close to your subject, or close to the camera at least, make sure that it's not near the microphone because it might pick up that noise. So on the back, you also have a small LED display and dual dials for adjusting settings. Now these are simple and effective and pretty easy to use, but they do take a bit of getting used to, as I'm used to buttons on most of my lights. Now the two dials are made of plastic, unfortunately. It would have been nice if these are made of metal, because the X60 is really well made. It feels premium, but these dials kind of let it down a bit. But this is just me, it's a tiny little superficial thing that doesn't really affect the product. On the underside of the X60, there is 1/4 inch thread if you want to mount it to a tripod or a light stand. I do wish there were more on this, because there's only that one, and depending on how you want to have your light positioned, it might be nice to have a few more options for mounting. Now the X60 also includes a mini Bowens mount, and I say it like this because it's not really a standard, it's a proprietary thing that Zhiyun, I said it, they basically created this mount. It's called the ZY mount. So this doesn't fit all Bowens products, it is, you know, specific to this company. They do sell a full-size Bowens mount adapter on their store for £40, which I don't think is too expensive, and that means you'll be able to add, you know, all of your softboxes, all of your light accessories to this with a proper Bowens mount, and you can buy more things for this, so it's not going to be one of those products you buy and then you can't use because it doesn't support any other accessories. Now, they actually do sell a number of different modifiers on their store. So right now I'm using the reflector and dome. I mentioned already I have a softbox, and there's a few others as well that are definitely worth checking out so you can change your lighting looks. But this for me is the best part of the product. And we've not even gotten to some of the other features yet. You know, there is a battery grip, and that's cool. There's an app, and that's cool as well. But having the ability to add additional modifiers to this light is what sets it apart for me from all of the other lights out there. And earlier when I mentioned the price, this is why it's worth spending a little bit more on this product, because it has longevity. You can use this in so many more situations than, say, a standard like RGB light panel. So before we get into the main review, I want to talk a little bit about the battery grip and how you actually power this light. So it's advertised as this sort of portable wireless light, and it is kind of. You have to use the battery grip included to use this without wires. Now, this isn't a bad thing, but it does add extra bulk and size to the light, because what we see advertised is this tiny little light, but you do need to plug that in. So to power this, you need to use USB-C, the power adapter, or the battery grip that's included. The battery grip is actually a really great accessory and quite innovative, if I'm honest. You can use power delivery with this, so you can charge it and power the device at the same time. I'm sure you're wondering how long you can actually get out of this battery. Well, it has a built-in 2500 mAh battery that lasts around 50 minutes on 100% brightness. But if you remember from earlier, I'm using this light right now at 10% brightness. So in theory, at 10% brightness, it should last 500 minutes. They do have some battery life numbers on their website, so at like 33%, you should be able to use this for 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I think that's plenty of time for most people, especially if you're using this wirelessly. Usually you'll be using that in like a, run and gun situation. You're not going to be using it wirelessly necessarily for an entire shoot. I'm using it plugged in right now, and it works fine that way for me. And if you'd rather ditch the bulk of the battery grip, then yeah, just plug it in via USB-C or the included DC adapter. So in terms of performance then, the X60 is incredibly powerful, as you've seen already in this video. This is a powerful 60-watt cob light, and it completely destroys all of these other RGB light panels in terms of brightness. As you'd expect, it supports both cool and warm color modes from 2700 to 6500 Kelvin. It also has a CRI rating of 95+. And CRI rating is basically, if you shine this light on an object, how accurate is the color that you'll then see through your camera, or that you even see through your eyes. So, a Coke can, it's red. How red will this product make it look? Different lights can actually create different colors based on the light spectrum, so a higher rating is what you want, and 95+ is more than enough for professional use. The RGB mode is also very effective on this light, and I don't know about you, but something I notice, looking at various products, is sometimes red is really bad on some products. Like it's more of an orange or a pink, but on this, it is red, and that is exactly what you want if you're, a professional. You want accurate colors, you want colors that you can actually utilize in any kind of situation. The fact that this has such a strong red is already, I knew that this was a good product. This light also has 15 different effect modes. Now, I'm not someone who typically uses these effects. I don't really like using them. I prefer creating these effects manually, but if you're someone that finds them useful, you do have the police effect, you do have the lightning, TV, all of that kind of stuff. Let's talk a little bit about the app. So the app, ZY Vega, is available on Android and iOS, and originally when this product came, I thought to myself, these apps, they're so gimmicky, do you even really need to use them? But then I realized that actually the apps are super useful, and here's why. So I'm filming this video right now, and I've lit it correctly for my my camera settings and everything, but let's say I didn't. I would have to turn around the light, adjust the settings, put it back again into what I would hope would be the same place, or I would have to turn it all off, I'd have to reset everything just to get the light right. Now that is fiddly and annoying, whereas on the app, I can just do it all right from here. I mean, this is actually a really good app. So one thing I find with a lot of, Chinese manufacturers, their apps are usually quite bad. They're buggy, they're glitchy, or really convoluted, complicated, translations aren't right, generally just not a good experience. But this app is super easy to use, and there are a ton of different features here. Obviously, you've got your standard, your brightness, your color temperature, your RGB, everything like that. But there's other things that are really cool as well. There's even a color picker mode, and I think this is insanely cool, is you can use your phone's camera to pick a color, and then the light will replicate that color. So taking a look at the app then, you've got your main page, which essentially has, your on-off switch, your brightness, your CCT, which is essentially your Kelvin values. Then you've got all these different presets at the bottom, like daytime, tungsten lamp, modeling light, all this kind of different stuff. Now, what's really nice is as you adjust the brightness, it does go up in 0.1%. So you don't just have to go from 10 to 20 to 30 to 40. You can go 10.1, 10.2, 10.3, 10.4, really slowly up to get the right kind of brightness to really dial in exactly what you want. Then you've also got CCT gel. Now, I'll be honest, I don't actually know what this is for, but if you're someone that uses this, then this is a great feature to have, I suppose. I'm assuming it's to do with gels that you put over the front, when you're using color gels and things like that. I'm assuming it's meant to replicate it. Then you have your CCT pair. So essentially what you do is you compare it with the brightness or the white balance of something else. Then you have your color, and as you'd expect, you've got a color wheel here as well as some preset colors. You can adjust the hue, you can adjust the brightness. You've got HSI and RGB if you want to dial in very specific RGB values. This app's just really simple and easy to use. It's not too complicated, so I really appreciate that. Then you've got that color picker mode, and this is how it works. It is super cool, super easy to use, quick as well. And yeah, it's simple. That's it. That's all the features you need, and they're all here on the app. So who is this product even for? Because it's kind of, in that professional range, but also it's actually quite affordable compared to much more expensive, professional Cob lights. So I think this is just for everybody. If you're a content creator making YouTube videos or you're a professional videographer, this is all you really need in a tiny, neat little package that you can carry around with you with the included carry case. I just think it's a great option. When they sent it to me, I was like, do I really want to review another light? And I always have that kind of apprehensive feeling whenever I get sent lights. But for the first time, I've actually been quite interested in this and quite passionate about it, and I really think it's a good product. So yeah, that is it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like. It really helps out my channel. If you have any comments or questions about this product, pop them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you want to see more videos from me, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon as well, and you'll be notified when I upload another video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.